Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are doing well. From the platform of English Buffet.5, I welcome you all wholeheartedly and I hope that you all are eagerly waiting for another important lesson of grammar, direct and indirect speech. I hope you have the previous lesson in your mind. Dear viewers, direct and indirect speech is very important concept of grammar and almost every grade of students are dealing with this concept. So time and again, recurrently, these are asked by the examiners in different exams. So that's why we are going to study this concept into detail so that all of your anxiety and confusions regarding this concept may be vanished. What did we do yesterday? We did the definition of the concept, and I told you how the five types of sentences are asked in direct and indirect speech. And the five types are assertive, interrogative, optative, exclamatory, and imperative. Their examples are again at the bottom. You can have a look over them. Now, today it is the turn for sharing with you some basic rules, the general rules which are applicable on almost all the five types of sentences. Hope you will be listening to me very attentively. First of all, dear viewers, remember that your statements will be looking like this. Like Peter said, I can't find my book. When you will be changing them into indirect speech, it will be looking like this. Peter said that he could not find his book. So see, first of all, we see that the removal of commas is done. Secondly, a conjunction of that is used in between the two speeches. And thirdly, if you notice minutely, there was the pronoun I and now here it is he. There was can't and here it is couldn't. There is my and here it is his. So this is how you need to change certain things while changing one speech into another speech. That's why I'll be sharing with you some rules that you have to practice over later. The very first thing that you need to keep in mind, viewers, is to remember the names of these two sorts of speeches. Like Ram said to me, this speech is called reporting speech and its verb is called reporting verb. Okay, remember this speech is written out of the commas. Whereas this one, which is written inside the commas, whatever Ram reported, is called reported speech. Okay, I hope you are clear about the two names of the speeches that we face with. The rule number two is that the speech which is written inside the commas will be having certain things in it, and definitely this is our area where we are going to make changes while changing one speech into indirect. Okay, so if you find certain words over here, so you will have to change them accordingly. How? That if inside the reported speech, the speech which is written inside the commas, you find the words like today, now, yesterday, or any of these in the list, you will be changing and replacing them into these words. Okay, like today will go into that day, now will go into then, yesterday into the day before, here into there, this into that, these into those, ago into before, and tonight into that night. So you have to memorize this list and you will be practicing later. Another change is the change of the modal verbs. The way we did in the previous one, that I like, here it was like. When we changed it into reported speech, it got liked. Okay, so this is how the modal verbs, if you find them inside the reported speech, you will replace them with these ones. Like will go into would, can into could, must or have to into had to, may into might, and if it is should, might or ought to, these won't be changed. If we talk about the tenses, definitely viewers, you have to change the tenses, these tenses into these ones. If you find any present tense, you will change it according to the opposite past tense. Like simple present will go into simple past, present continuous into past continuous, present perfect into past perfect, past simple into past perfect, and past continuous into past perfect continuous. So the examples are below. You can read the example side by side so that you may get it easily. And today's last and fourth rule is the universal truth, dear viewers. If you find the speech which is written inside the commas, it is having any sort of reality or universal truth inside, these are the easiest to handle. Why? Because the universal truths are not needed to be changed. For example, the statement is written in this way. They said, we can't live without water. So its solution will be looking like this. They said that we can't live without water. So there is no need of changing the tense at all. Just remove the commas and write the conjunction that in between. For your better clarity of mind, let me tell you more examples on universal truths. Like if the statements are looking like the earth goes around the sun, honesty is the best policy, or God is one, or the sun rises in the east, all these are universal truths. So you have to just remove commas and use the conjunction that. That's all. So remember, what did we study today? We did 4 rules of conversion of speeches from direct into indirect. First of all, you need to know that there are 2 speeches. One which is written inside the commas is called what? Reported speech, and which is out of the commas is called reporting speech. Secondly, we discussed that if there are certain place and time adverbs like this into that, here into there, today into that day, ago into before, etc. So we have to change them while converting the speech from direct into indirect. The modal verbs are also to be changed. Definitely all the modal verbs will be having their first forms. You will be changing them into the second forms, like will into would, can into could. And one more rule was shared with you, that if you find any present tenses, you will be changing them into their opposite past tenses. And finally, we shared that if we find any universal truth in the reported speech, we need not to change its tense. Rather, we will remove just the commas and write the conjunction that in between. That's all. I hope you will like the video and you will be learning anything and practicing over it. Remember, without practice, things will not happen. So practice is the condition for you. Okay. So keep on learning, keep on practicing, and keep on smiling. Till the time, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.